Time for a segment we call the S&P. Stocks up when we welcome in NBA insider Charania and NBA veteran and analyst Kendrick Perkins. Shams gives us the news. Perk tells us if he's buying or selling it. Shams, Victor Wembanyama has missed the last 2 games, did not play against the Kings. What's the level of concern with Wemby's back?
There's minimal concern with this back issue for Victor Wembanyama. I'm told the Spurs expect him to return to the lineup on Sunday against the Pelicans. He's missed the last 2 games, back soreness, tightness, and now you look at it this season. He's dealt with a knee issue earlier in the year. Now this back issue, it's a lot of tightness that he's been dealing with the last couple games. They've been precautious, but the hope is and the expectation is he will be back in the lineup on Sunday.
Perk, if we look at the Western Conference standings, San Antonio, they're flirting with one of those play-in spots. With a healthy Wemby, the Spurs will make the playoffs. You buying or selling that?
Oh, I'm selling. And look, I'm a big Victor Wembanyama fan. I love what the young man Castle brings to the table. But I'm looking at this San Antonio Spurs team of something like what we witnessed out of the Houston Rockets last season. They're going to be knocking at the door, but they're not going to get in. The West is just too good. Right now, Sacramento is starting to pick it up a little bit. They're a game behind the San Antonio Spurs. But look, the Spurs are going to compete every single night. They're going to be in every single game. But them making the playoffs this season, I don't see it. But next year, they'll be ready.
ESPN doubleheader Friday opened with the Celtics holding off the Bucks. Shams in that game, Chris Middleton, season debut for Milwaukee, 11 points, 23 minutes off the bench. In a game in which Bucks starters not named Giannis or Damian combined for 7 points, 3 field goals made. What is the on-ramp plan for Middleton now that he's back in the lineup returning?
I would expect a minutes restriction at least for the next few games, but Middleton's had the last couple weeks to ramp up. He's been doing multiple 5-on-5s the last couple weeks to build up his stamina, but having a minutes restriction to make sure that he eases back into the flow. The biggest thing for Chris Middleton has been getting there mentally, and overall over the last month or so, he has been medically cleared from what I'm told, but it was just about clearing that final hurdle. Kendrick knows as a player, getting there mentally has been Chris Middleton's biggest issue. But now having him back in the lineup, building that chemistry with Damian Lillard, Giannis Antetokounmpo, this is the only way this team really has any chance to compete now.
Perk, I want to spin that forward. In this game, even with Middleton's limited minutes, Milwaukee led with less than 3 minutes to go. And again, 2/3 plus of their big 3 present. Are you buying or selling that a complete and healthy Bucks team can challenge the Celtics in a playoff series?
I'm selling. I ain't in the buying mood right now. I'm selling everything, and here's why. Do I believe that Giannis Antetokounmpo right now is the best player in basketball? Yes. Some may say it's Jokic. I'm not going to argue that. Here's the thing. The most important position in the NBA is wings. You got to have those 3-and-D guys. You got to have perimeter defense in order to have elite success in the game, especially if you're talking about competing and trying to beat the Boston Celtics in the 7-game series. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, both of those guys had it their way tonight, driving the basketball and getting to the cup at will. If you do not have perimeter play on the defensive side of things, you're not going to stand a chance against the Boston Celtics in the 7-game series.
Perk might be in a selling mood, but I'm buying the S and the P overall. Shams, Perk, thanks so much.
That's my guy. You my guy.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Try to wear, pull up long range. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA over here,